Hey, good morning, everyone. Pastor Chris here. Welcome to the Poolside Chat. I am not going to talk about Jude today. Um, Good gosh, there's been a lot of death, a lot of hurt, hard week. I want to talk about Charlie Kirk today. This has hit so many, myself included, hard. And it's caused a lot of questions. I guess they break down to really two categories. One is it's kind of lost and what do I do? The other is why did this happen and I don't understand. And what I wondered about, and for this is kind of, I guess today it's kind of for everyone out there who this hit hard. Erica Kirk gave her first statement she made since Charlie was killed, murdered. Absolutely phenomenally amazing. I mean, so gentle yet strong, firm yet graceful. I was amazed at how long it was. And I think that strength comes from God. And it made me think, last night, this morning, why was Charlie Kirk not divisive, but why was he so popular? Why did he affect so many people, and why was it a positive way? Part of it was because of what he did, his Turning Point USA talks. I really hope and pray that you have listened. If you have not known him, that you've listened to some of his talks. I've kind of listened to him probably 6 or 7 years now. When he came out, because at night I like to look at videos, YouTube videos, and what would pop up of him and some discussion. And one of the things that has come out now that has been around forever is I called it respectful conversation. His civil conversations. That was his whole industry. That's Turning Point USA. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. And his tagline was like, if you disagree with me, please come to the front of the line. And I don't know if you've noticed, but he would answer from his position because he was firm in his beliefs. But if you made a good argument, he would thank you. He'd thank you for disagreeing with him. And he would actually consider good arguments if you had one. It was really kind of nice. So, but my question was, what was the appeal? And one of the things is he had a tremendously strong faith in Christ. He believed in Jesus. He had a relationship with God through faith in Jesus Christ. I think that's part of it. No, that's not right. That's all of it, but let me explain what I mean. So there is a phrase that you will hear. You hear it in church circles, and it's like, and they say it in prayers, Lord, let me be a channel of blessing. Use me as a channel of blessing. Well, for Charlie, Jesus was not part of his life, it was his whole life. And when we say channel of blessing, what that means is what Jesus is and what he does when he fulfills you, it comes out. So let it come out through me. And what is that it that I'm talking out that comes out? What is that it? It's found in Isaiah 61. And Jesus reemphasizes this passage again in Luke chapter 4. And it's referring to Jesus, to God. And when God fills you, this is what comes through. And this is what I mean. Christianity was the appeal. Christianity made him part of this. This is what came through. So let me read it. This is 4 verse 18. And this is what Jesus said in a synagogue when he was given a scroll to read. It was his turn to read. And it says, "The Spirit of the Lord is on me." This is Jesus. "Because he has anointed me." And then this is what flows through when we accept Jesus. "To proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners, recovery of sight for the blind, to set the oppressed free, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." And at the end of it, he closes Jesus closes the scroll, rolls it back up, and said, as the eyes of everyone in the synagogue were fastened on him, "Today the scripture is fulfilled in your hearing." So when we say, "Let me be a channel of blessing so that Jesus flows through me, so that it flows through me," what does that mean? That's what it means. And this is what Charlie did. Proclaim good news to the poor. Good news is freedom. Freedom from sin, first and foremost. When you have a relationship with God, you no longer have to do wrong. You no longer can't struggle to do good, because we can't. But through Jesus we can, and that's the proclamation, that's the freedom. Freedom is his message. Freedom from sin and freedom to do good, do right, of which freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of expression, and the other things you see in the U.S. are established in our nation. Proclaim good news to the poor. The good news, the gospel, is the poor, those who are hurting, those who don't have what Christians, what I have. I had somebody once tell me, and it was sad, but it was also a testament to me. And this young lady said to me, "I wish I could have a faith as strong as yours. I wish I could believe like you do." The good news. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners. You don't have to be enslaved to anything. You don't have to be a prisoner of anyone. In Christ you're free. And that flowed through Charlie. Recovery of sight for the blind. We've been blinded. People are blinded where they think now that silencing speech is protecting speech. Where they see men and women and think they have interchangeable parts. Where they see murder as virtue. As it says in the Bible, where people call good evil and evil good. That's recovery of sight when you overcome that. For that blindness. Set the oppressed free. Part of that is for us. Remain silent because there are verses that say, take the offense, turn the other cheek. You don't always have to. Sometimes there's a time to do that. Sometimes there's a time to be bold. And when you rely on God, He helps you discern the time to remain silent and the time to be bold. To set the oppressed free is also for those who are under oppression. To proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. That's what came through. That was the appeal that he had. And he did that with a gentleness and a kindness and a respect and a grace that only comes from God. And for those who are oppressed, who are blind, who are still prisoners, it is offensive. But that was the appeal. And that's what it means when they say, use me a channel of blessing. Lord, flow through me. As somebody, well, actually, there's a theology, and part of that theology, which is understanding God, it says there's irresistible grace. When you see this, you can't resist it. When your eyes are open. And I just want to explain that a little bit. So I will probably spend a couple, maybe the next week, on Charlie and the reactions, because there have been so many questions. So I hope this explains a little of the appeal, if you did not know him. If you did not, I encourage you to watch some of his snippets, videos, TikToks, and see for yourself how he was. Not hateful, but loving. Not judgmental, but courteous. Not disrespectful, but respectful. He was killed, murdered, because he held gentle conversations. So that's kind of the start. I hope this answers a little bit of it. I'll get into some more things this coming week, but God bless all y'all. And grieve, mourn, be angry, but we'll move forward. Pastor Chris Ireland. Pastor, I still hold that title. A shepherd, a guide. And that's what I hope to do over the next coming days. It's what I hope I've done the last, good gosh, 15 years? But I take that title, pastor, it's in the forefront of my mind. Take it very seriously today. And that's what I hope to do. So God bless y'all. Let everyone know. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, at FL Compass Church. And now on Instagram, at FL Compass Church. See you Wednesday.